Now we are going to continue about the second part of the uterine fibroid. So what we are going to see. So what in that after completion of the symptoms, what we are going to do the clinical examination. And as the uterine fibroid, depending upon the size of the fibroid, we have to do the abdominal examination. We have to do the pelvic examination. So first we are going to see about the abdominal examination. So what we see when we do the abdominal examination, that is if we imagine the patient, it is lying down examination, head is there and the legs is there. So when we do the abdominal examination, what we see that there is a feel is firm more towards the heart, maybe cystic in cystic degeneration. That is depending upon the which type of the secondary changes that takes place in the fibroid. So if it is the cystic degeneration, there is more firm towards the heart. Then in margins are well defined except the lower pole. So if you see the upper part, the margins, we can see that it is the well defined in case of upper part, that is in abdominal examination. Then nodular may be uniformly enlarged. In case of nodular, whatever the enlargement of the fibroid, it is uniformly, not one side it is more and one side it is the low. It is uniformly. If it is the uterus, it is this way. It is uniformly enlarged in case of nodular variety. Mobility is restricted from above downwards but can be moved from side to side. So what is the mobility restricted? So if what is the part of it is, so what is if you uterine fibroid, the side to side the fibroid, it is able to move it, but it is not able to move it from above down. So this movement is not there. But what is if we imagine this is the uterus, this is the cervix, this is the vagina part of it. So mobility, if you do the per abdominal examination, it can move from the side to side, but it is not able to move this side, that is above downward, it is not possible. That is from the per abdominal examination. And percussion swelling, it is done as what we know that during the percussions, what we use the hand on the abdomen, and for that what we have to use is the wrist joint. We have to use this wrist joint, not this part. This is not the percussion method, this is the percussion method. So when we do it on the abdomen, as we know that for the percussion, if air it is present, it produces the resonant sound. So what is it is uterine fibroid. Fibroid, it is the benign growth. So what it leads to? It gives the dull mood. So what is if we do this type on abdomen? If you do this, there is a dull note, what we are going to say in the per abdominal examination. That is the first part, that is the abdominal examination. Second, what we have to do is the pelvic examination. In pelvic examination, what we have to do, the bimanual examination reveals the uterus, it is irregularly enlarged. So if we are going to see during the pervaginal examination, we know that this is the normal position, fundus of the uterus, body of the uterus, and if there is any growth, for example subserous, it can be present anywhere. If it is present a very big growth which is present over here, and if we are going to do it the pervaginal examination, if we say that is if there is a big size of enlarged fibroid which is present on here, and if you are going to do the per vaginal examination, that what I am showing over here, you are going to do the per vaginal examination, and if it is big size, so what you feel that is there is something enlargement, there is no normal size from the both sides, something irregular part which is enlarged on the one side, that is on per vaginal examination what we can see it. Then uterus is not felt separated from the swelling, and as such a groove is not felt between the uterus and the mass. So we do not able, if there is some big mass which is present over here, so we do not feel the groove which is present over here. That is the pelvic examination. This is abdomen, we are seeing from the upside, that is examination what we do it. And the cervix moves with the movement of the tumor felt per abdomen. Just see, imagine, that is what we see, this part, it is the cervix. And when the fibroid, if you move it, So how you say inside it? Just say it. There is a movement of the cervix this way. Got understanding? If you move the uterus fibroid which is present over here, if the tumor moves it, the cervix also moves with the movement of the tumor per abdomen. That is per clinical examination, per pelvic examination, you can understand it. That is the uterine fibroid. Then diagnosis, how we are going to do the diagnosis? For that, what we have to do it, an abdominal, transvaginal or pelvic ultrasound, then an endometrial biopsy, hysteroscopy. Biopsy, what is meaning of biopsy? When one part of the part, whether it is the fibroid, what we do with hysteroscope or instrument, it is introduced the biopsy. We take the part of that and we send it further for the further investigation to rule out whether it is the benign or something malignant. That is the biopsy. Hysteroscopy, that is the visualization instrument, that is the hysteroscope which is introduced inside of it and we visualize inside how it is. It is not outside. How the inside of the uterus that is checked is, that is called as a hysteroscopy. Then hysterosalpingography. This is the procedure which is done in the X-ray room where a dye which is pushed inside of it, and after that the X-ray views are taken and checked whether there is any abnormality which is present inside of the uterus, and if we still do not get any abnormality, then in case of if the fibroid which is present subserous variety, sometimes it may happen that, as I have already explained in this, fibroid may be present here, fibroid may be present over here, or fibroid may be present over here. So what is the drawback of hysteroscopy? Hysteroscopy is able to give the pathology inside of it, but it does not able to reveal if there is any pathology outside of it is in subserous. So if it is present some growth outside, then what we have to do it? We have to do the another investigation, that is laparoscopy. What is meaning of laparoscopy? On abdomen, the cut section is given below the umbilicus and the instrument called laparoscope introduced inside of it. What is the advantage? It gives the pathology which is present outside to that of uterus. So we can find out the subserous variety of the fibroid that is present over here. So if you want to see in this diagram, so I will just let you know. Yes, if it is subserous variety, here. For that, what we are going to require the outside. If pathology is present outside, then what we require the laparoscopy. Then now we are going to work for the treatment variety. So treatment again depending upon the size of the fibroid, then depending upon the means whether the patient's age of the patient, then we have to decide it. So if initially what we have to think about the symptomatic treatment. So what are the symptomatic point of view? What we can think about? Some medication to control the symptoms. Medication aimed at shrinking the tumors, then ultrasound fibroid destruction, that what we can use it. Surgical aided methods are used to reduce the blood supply of fibroids, myomectomy or radio frequency ablation. What is meaning of myomectomy? If, for example, if fibroid which is present over here and if it is of small age and the age of the female is not that much, if some it is 23, 25, so what we can that only that particular part of it is the removed, that is called as a myomectomy. And when the age it is some 45, if female has completed her family life, at that moment we can remove the whole uterus, that is called as a hysterectomy. And the treatment for any infection and the anemia, as we know that in uterine fibroid there is a menorrhagia. So patient may present some sort of anemia, and then if there is a presence of any infection, then we have to treat it particularly and immobilization. Medication, that is for the we can use is the oral contraceptive pills. If there is a metrorrhagia, that is the menstrual cycle gets normally, then GnRH agonist. the anti-hormonal drug, that is RU486, that is mifepristone, then danazol, danocrine, then antifibrinolytics, that is tranexamic acids, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory agents, progesterone receptor modulator named Alon. This is the surgical treatment, myomectomy and the hysterectomy. Myomectomy, what we see this in this diagram, so particular small part it is there, it is removed, that is myomectomy, when we want to preserve the uterus, and if the family life it is completed, then we can remove the complete uterus, that is the hysterectomy. That is what we see in this second diagram. Then uterine artery immobilization, that is what we see this, uterine artery immobilization. Uterine artery ligation, ligate it, cut this, ligate it. Radio frequency ablation and endometrial ablation, that is removing of particular part, that is ablation, radio frequency ablation. And this is endometrial ablation, what you see, the instrument which is going inside of it, so treated endometrium ball and electrode it is used, that is called as endometrial ablation. So now what are the complications which can take place over here is the menorrhagia, abdominal pain, premature birth, that is the birth takes place before the completion of full term. Labor problems can be occur if there is a presence of uterine fibroid, or if, along with that of pregnancy, then there will be chances of during the delivery, that is labor problems, and then miscarriage or abortion can take place. And sometimes initially there may be difficulty in the fertility, that is called as a infertility. Then other leiomyosarcoma, that is a malignant condition. Twisting of the fibroid, what is meaning of twisting? If the fibroid it gets twisted in that particular, if it is peduncle which are present to that of fibroid, so it gets twisted. And the anemia, that is, as we know that simple, because there is a menorrhagia, so what is going to present? Anemia is going to present. And sometimes there may be urinary tract infection, a C-section may be needed. Some pregnant women with fibroids have heavy bleeding immediately after giving the birth, that is the complications which are present for this uterine fibroid. Thank you.